Hello everyone and welcome back to Every Other Saturday. So in today's video we're going to discuss the upcoming fixture away to Hamilton. So not a place I'm overly fond of going to, but we'll explain that in a wee bit. As always guys, if you haven't done so already, please feel free to get down there, smash a wee like in the video, hit the subscribe button, and if you haven't, please share it across in your socials as well. Be very much appreciated. Helps us get out to as many people as possible and helps that channel grow. So all the plugging stuff out the way guys, let's get into today's video.
Every other Saturday's my half day off, and it's off to the match I go. Happily we wander down the Copeland.
First of all, let's take a quick look at the opposition because there's a few other things we want to be discussing today as well. So what can we expect from Hamilton tomorrow? So they are a team sitting at the foot of the league. They've only managed to pick up one draw in the last 4 games, losing the other 3 as well. And yet again, last week they're handing back the lead after being in a winning situation, and this is happening a wee bit too much for Brian Rice's squad. Now they're not leaving themselves with too many options going forward, if you want to be calling that. They're really weak at the back, and with this position sitting at the foot of the table, it really does speak for itself, to be honest, because the performances and the form that they've got going for them, they are sitting there for the obvious reasons. Team news for them: they won't have any Templeton, they won't have any Smith, and they won't have any Collar. They're already out with their injuries and they're to be expected, and with the possible maybe swapping positions up front, it's going to be a pretty much standard squad that we would expect to see from them. So I'm not expecting to see any surprises in that squad either. Normally guys, I would have something to say about the opposition team. I usually kind of point out the weapon in the arsenal, or the thing that we need to worry about when it comes to our oppositions. And see, if I'm honest with you guys, this time with Hamilton, I just don't see them having anything other than their pitch that I'll get to in a wee minute. I just don't see us having anything to worry about. They've not got a lot at the back, they've not shown a lot going forward. The disappointing performances and the run of form, they're in the position in the league that they kind of deserve to be in, and I'm pretty sure we have everything above and beyond that's going to be able to walk over Hamilton tomorrow. And if you want to be true and honest about it, it gives us another opportunity to get one of these high scoring performances under our belts again, taking that next step and getting those 3 points. It takes us that little step closer to number 55. Now, dropping back into that discussion with the plastic pitch, I'm not one of these guys that just says that it's an excuse for any bad performances and stuff like that. I totally appreciate they're there, I see their merits, but I do sit in the camp that says they shouldn't be in professional football. I do think they're dangerous, and I do think they're almost used in the wrong way. I understand that these teams save a lot of money by not having a grass pitch that they need to maintain, but see, at the end of the day, I think the safety and the well-being of the players that are on that park kind of take precedent over that. There should be something in place that, I don't know if the word demands is the right word, but there should be something in place that states that a grass pitch, specifically at the top level of Scottish football, has to be a must. I mean, there's not very many countries in the world now that still allow it. I think, if I'm right, England from top to bottom banned them because they are dangerous. People get injuries more and more often on them. The games aren't played the same way, and you kind of lose something on a plastic pitch. There's a reason that they're not there. In, like, you don't look at Chelsea Stadium, you don't look at Liverpool, you don't look at Barcelona, Real Madrid. None of these stadiums are plastic pitches. Yes, they have the money to pay for their grass, but at the end of the day, if they were good and they made a difference in the right way, these are the kind of teams that would implement them. But they're not there for a reason, so in my eyes, it's one of those things that needs to disappear. But with all games, you have to just now take it in your stride that it is there, and looking at the squad, looking at the players, looking at the ability that we have, the team we're maybe up against, I think it's just one of those things. We'll take in our stride, we'll move forward, and we'll aim for the next 3 points. And with that being said guys, let's move on to the famous Glasgow Rangers and see what this week brings to the review videos. Before I get into this week's preview stuff guys, I want to dive into the Kemar Roofe stuff because I'm really, I can't grasp it and I can't get my head round about this at all. I feel like there's a bit of unfairness going on here, I really do, because yes, I will hold my hands up and I'll say that there could be a red card offence, 100%. He got booked for it, so yes, I see where the two sides can be. Yes, I've seen them given his bookings, yes, I've seen them given his red cards, and probably in my opinion, it is a red card, right? But the referee made that call in the game and he said yellow. So he's came out after that and he's also said that he hasn't seen it enough, but he's made a decision for a yellow card. Now, this is where I can't grasp. There is no consistency when it comes to referees, and I feel like I feel like there's just a wee bit of unfairness and bias against us here, but I could show you numerous amounts of challenges that are almost the same and worse, where nothing's happened and there's no retrospective action at all being given, and there's no overturning, but there seems to be again an overturning to put a red card against us and we lose a player that, well, let's face it, he's as important as anything for us right now. Specifically, we've already lost Morelos to this stupid retrospective action. Now we've lost Roofe as well to it, another 2-match ban. It just seems so unfair. Doesn't seem right. If there's the consistency across the board, then that's the way things work and that's how it happens. That's fine. You take that and you roll your punches, and that's the rules and that's the regulations. But when it's not coming everywhere and it just seems to be happening to us quite a lot, it doesn't ring true for me, it doesn't sit well. But as I say, guys, please get down there and let me know exactly what you guys think about it. Maybe some of you will agree with me that it could have been a red card offence, but let me know what you think about this whole retrospective action and see exactly where you sit. Am I being too blue tinted glasses and thinking it's all against us? Just let me know. But now moving on to the game coming up for us, and as I said, we've got this pitch we need to manage a wee bit better. We need to understand the game will probably play out slightly differently because of it, but I'm sure that Gerrard and the coaching staff have got a good plan in place to get us through that and make sure that the game's managed well. I do think getting out there and taking a stranglehold in the game, maybe getting 1 or 2 goals in the first half, will just put far too much of a pile on pressure on top of Hamilton, and it's just going to be too much for them to come back against. Now I know that this is their ground, but I just do not see them having anywhere near enough firepower to get close to us. So we take that game by the scruff of the neck, a couple of goals early, I think that's the game over and done with for me. Team news for us, we have the obvious Katic, Alfredo and Arfield out. They've added obviously the new 2 of no Kemar Roofe, and we have no Defoe as well. Now he's picked up an injury and he looks as if he's going to be out more towards the kind of Kilmarnock time now, so we won't see him for a couple of days yet. Hopefully we'll see him back at the Kilmarnock game. But now guys, on to my favourite part of the video, getting into the engagement from you guys on Facebook and stuff like that and all the socials. I asked you your opinion on the score predictions, so let's see exactly what you think. Again, just looking over here, forgive me for looking away. So I've got Scott Morris, he's saying 4-0. We've got Scott McFarlane, good old channel legend, back at 2-0. Dylan Sargent, alright my man, he's saying 4-0 himself. Patricia Woodham, she's going 3-1. We've got Willie Burns with it, always ever confident, 7-0. I'd like to see it, mate, I really would. We've got Ross McKenzie going 3-0. We've got Ian McCall, just wants 3 points, not bothered about the score at all. We've got Ryan McLeave again coming in, 3 points he wants and another step closer to the number 55. Now guys, I can't disagree with any of those, to be fair. I think it seems obvious when you're wanting 3 points these days. It's the 3 points we're looking for. Again, this is the kind of team we should be getting some goals against, but let's go. 3 points is all we're looking for, really. Thanks again guys for getting involved, love the engagement stuff. I like to see your opinion and get it into the video. Myself though, when it comes to score prediction, I'm going to go with 4-0. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think we're just too far in ahead of Hamilton to not really be taking a game to them, no matter where it was. See, to be honest, if it was at Ibrox, I'd probably agree more along the lines of Willie Burns and say 7-0 as well, but if I'm honest, I can't agree with this with some of you with the whole 3 points though. Wanting 4-0 is a personal thing. You want to see goals. I do. Genuinely, I only care about 3 points from now to the end of the season. Until that trophy is 100% ours, I do only care about the 3 points. But let's face it guys, 55's coming home. I've seen far too many of you guys with your celebration stuff, your smoke bombs and your fireworks and everything else. And the best one I have to admit that I've seen is people are ordering the inflatable sharks for the parties. Now there is nothing better than that. I think it's class. So inflatable sharks all the way from me guys, brilliant. Now that about wraps up the preview video for today guys, and see, to be honest, if we take this as a wee recap, Hamilton don't have enough to come against us. The pitch needs to be watched, and our squad and ability, we're going to get some goals. I think that's a perfect recap for it. Just as a wee side note, I think that this could be a good day for the boy Wright to maybe make a start. I think it might be a wee bit too early for Simpson to be coming through, to be fair, but I think Wright could be making maybe not so much a start, but I think he'll definitely go in the park tomorrow, and it'll be good to see what type of player he really is and see what he'll bring to the squad. But thanks again guys for everybody that got involved. It's always good to see you guys getting involved, dropping some likes in the video. Again, comments, likes, subscribe if you haven't done so already, be very much appreciated. And as I say guys, I'm every other Saturday and I will see you on the next one.